There we go. Okay, welcome everyone. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In our Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Thank you, everyone. Welcome. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Malloy,
Here.
Mr. Bernard,
Here.
Mr. Hernandez.
Here. Okay, I would like to announce a special meeting to be held here at the Commissioners' Meeting Room this Friday, the 29th at 2 p.m., which will be held with the Brookfield Township and Hubbard Township trustees and the Western Reserve Land Conservancy and also the Community Foundation. This is a public meeting. Also, we will be holding our next public workshop on Tuesday, September 9th. So there will be no workshop and there will not be a public meeting next week. Our regular meeting will be held here on Wednesday, September 10th at 10:30 a.m. Madam Clerk?
Item number 1 is to dispense with reading the minutes of the workshop session dated August 19th, 2025, and the regular meeting dated August 20th, 2025, and accept and approve the video recordings of both meetings as the official meeting minutes.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 2 is to approve the bills.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 3 is to approve additional appropriations.
Motion to approve?
I'll second your motion.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 4 is to approve transfer of appropriations.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 5 is to amend Commissioners' regular meeting agenda, item number 15, dated July 16th, 2025, that read to enter into agreements with the municipalities listed for services of the Public Defender's Office per their request passed by their respective city councils. Amendment is necessary to change the term from July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2025 back to the calendar year term of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 6 is to approve the school resource officer agreements between the county commissioners, the county sheriff Mike Wilson, and each school district's Board of Education is listed for police protection and services for their local schools, buildings and activities of the schools, personnel and students for the 2025-2026 academic year, July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Each local school district's Board of Education agrees to pay the Trumbull County Sheriff's Department the amount of $79,657.12 plus a 5% administrative fee of $3,982.86 for a total amount of $83,639.98 due and payable at the end of the term of the contract. The administrative fee will cover the cost of the cruiser, fuel, and maintenance of the cruiser. The sheriff does agree to furnish one deputy to the local schools as listed, and I'll list the schools: Joseph Badger Local School, Matthews Local School, Trumbull Career and Technical Center, Southington Local School, and Bloomfield, Mesopotamia Local School.
Motion to approve?
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, and a quick comment, Commissioners. At the meeting yesterday, the sheriff had mentioned that in the past, our sheriff's department has been at a loss, hundreds of $1,000s on providing resource officers. So this is just in an effort to try to maintain, what we do pay. And, there's still a lot of resource officers that need to be available for school games and what have you. So, this is just to bring us a little bit closer to, where we need to be and not costing the county the hundreds of thousands that it has cost in the past to provide police protection. Yes.
Item number 7 is to approve the school resource officer agreements between the county commissioners, county sheriff Mike Wilson, and each school district's Board of Education is listed for police protection and services for the listed local schools, their buildings and activity of the schools, personnel and students for the 2025-2026 academic year, July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Each local school district's Board of Education agrees to pay the Trumbull County Sheriff's Department the amount of $79,657.12 due and payable at the end of the term of the contract. And these agreements have been approved by the prosecutor's office. Special note, the sheriff agrees to furnish one deputy sheriff to the local schools listed, and I'll list the schools: Bristol Local School, Champion Local School, John F. Kennedy Catholic School, and Newton Falls Exempted Village School.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 8 is to approve an agreement between the Trumbull County Sheriff, Mike Wilson, and Newton Township Board of Trustees for expanded police security and service within the geographical boundaries of Newton Township. The Newton Township Board of Trustees agree to pay the County Sheriff's Office the total amount of $20,600 partial year due and payable on a monthly basis, which is to be effective for 20 hours per weekly dedicated service, due and payable on a monthly basis. The contract is in effect for the period of July 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 9 is to approve amendment number 1 to the agreement with Inmate Calling Solutions LLC, doing business as IC Solutions, for the inmate telephone and kiosk financial transaction device equipment and services for use in the Trumbull County Jail as listed. The amendments have been reviewed and approved by the prosecutor's office.
Motion to approve?
I'll second it.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 10 is to accept the proposal of Pantalone Paving, Inc. to prep, patch, fill, seal, broom, and restripe the front, side, and rear parking lots, entire complex of the Trumbull County Family Court located at 220 Main Street in Warren in the amount of $7,760. Family Court will be paying $3,880, and the commissioners will be paying the other half in the amount of $3,880.
Make a motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 11 is to authorize Rick Hernandez, President of the Board of Commissioners, to sign the 4-year regional plan created by the East Ohio Workforce Development Region. The plan is a collaborative endeavor between Columbiana, Mahoning, Trumbull, Stark, and Tuscarawas counties through their respective workforce development boards to maximize and coordinate Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act resources with state and local programs, share best practices to enhance services to job seekers and employers of the region. The 4-year regional plan is required by the state of Ohio.
Make a
Motion to
motion.
approve?
I'll second your motion.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 12 is to appoint the following new members to the Trumbull County Workforce Development Board. And I'll,
To,
you want me to list the?
Yeah, yes. Continue.
Mr. Sujit Powell, Ms. Christina Pinter, Ms. Katie Harding, Mr. Matt Falter, Ms. Ashley Morrow, Ms. Crystal Schultz, and Ms. Brenda Leonard.
motion to approve?
I'll second it.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 13 is to reappoint the following applicants to the Trumbull County Workforce Development Board. Mr. Herbert Caldwell, Mr. Donald Emerson, Mr. John Gargano, Mr. Michael Keys, and Mr. Eric Davis.
Motion to approve?
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 14 is to adopt a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of Trumbull County, Ohio, entering upon its journal the filing of an amended map for said annexation, seeking to annex property situated in the township of Weathersfield, Trumbull County, Ohio, and further known as being parcel numbers 24-310900, 24-311-300, and 24-311-400 of Guermar Properties, Inc., comprising a total area of 122.632 acres, as fully described in the submitted exhibits A1, A2, and A3, which territory is both in Weathersfield Township and contiguous to the municipal corporation of the City of Niles, establishing the board hearing date of September 24th, 2025 at 12 p.m. for said petition, and said legal description of the parameter and the amended map or plat of the territory proposed to be annexed has been reviewed by the county engineer and has been referred to the county auditor.
Make a motion to approve?
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 15 is to concur with the county engineer to close the following roadway: Hartford, 5 Points Road, County Highway 187 from Bushnell Campbell Road to State Route 7 for the purpose of lining up units that will be participating in their annual Hartford Apple Festival Parade. Closure date, Saturday, September 20th, 2025. Closure time, 5:30 p.m. through the end of the parade, which is approximately 7 p.m.
Motion to approve?
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 16 is to concur with the county engineer to grant the special hauling permits to haul steel coils requested by the company listed, Jaro Transportation Services, Inc.
Motion to approve?
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 17 is to concur with the county engineer to grant the right-of-way permits requested by the company listed, and these are for Enbridge Gas, Ohio.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 18 is to receive and place on file the monthly activities report for the Veterans Service Commission and Veterans Service Office for the month of July 2025.
Motion to approve?
Second?
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 19 is to adopt revisions to the current fee schedule to administer the Trumbull County Special Purpose Floodplain Reduction Regulations. The Trumbull County Commissioners adopted the Special Purpose Floodplain Damage Reduction Regulations on May 5th, 2010. Said resolution includes permits and processes such as variances and appeals that require specific cost-incurring actions be taken by staff and refers to an associated adopted fee schedule to recoup some of these costs.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 20 is to approve the transfer of Mr. Llewellyn Lampley, custodian, pay range 3, 11 years, 1973, to the position of groundskeeper with the Building and Vehicle Maintenance Department, pay range 4, 11 years, 21.29 per hour, effective September 2nd, 2025.
Motion to approve?
Second that.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 21 is to rescind the personnel action for the employment transfer of Mr. Noah Gilger from the position of operator package plant, pay range 8, 7 years, 25.82 per hour, to the position of chief operator, pay range 10, 7 years, 30.74 per hour with the Trumbull County Sanitary Engineers Department, effective Monday, August 11th, 2025.
Can you read the note, please?
The employee has chosen to return to his previous position as permitted by the union contract.
Okay, make a motion that we approve?
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 22 is to approve the personnel action for the employment transfer of Mr. Randy Long from the position of meter reader, pay range 5, 3 years, 20.48 per hour, to the position of senior meter reader, pay range 6, 3 years, 21.65 per hour, with the Sanitary Engineers Department, effective Thursday, August 28th, 2025.
Make a motion we approve?
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 23 is to approve Trumbull County's capital improvement program with the 40th round of funding for the state capital improvement program and the 38th round of funding for the local transportation improvement program, program year 2027, and to submit the program pre-applications to the District 6 Public Works Integrating Committee on or before September 11th, 2025. The projects for program year 2026: Crane Drive Sanitary Sewer Improvements, 2026 Road Improvements Project, and Caleb Road Sanitary Sewer Improvements.
Make a motion we approve?
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes. Commissioners, prior to executive session, I'd like to open it up to public comment, if that's okay.
Do that last. I agree.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. We'd like to, that could, convenes our regular agenda items. So we are going to open this up to public comment at this time. So we give you an opportunity prior to going into an executive session. So if you have, yeah, sure, just come up to the microphone, Jason, your name, and
Jason Cook, I'm president of the Healthy Hearts and Paws Project and Animal Control for the City of Warren. Thank you for allowing me to speak. I've been posting for some time that this county is in a crisis with regard to dogs, and nowhere is it more apparent that at our shelter, we're averaging 100 dogs a month being intaked. We're currently caring for 120 dogs. I don't think it's fair to us, the 103 volunteers, 0 employees that take care of these dogs, all from Trumbull County, that the Trumbull Pound is only able to hold 20 dogs. We hold 6 more dogs than them. We broke ground last year on a 4,200 square foot building that's currently under construction. And Friday, we're breaking ground on a 6,000 square foot building to hold. We just can't keep up. There's not enough beds. I have concerns that the Trumbull Pound's not going to get built. I've asked the commissioners to come to my shelter. I've offered my property. I've offered to build your pound at probably a fraction of the cost, but something has to be done. This is not fair to us. And we're doing the best that we can. And I'm very supportive of the Trumbull Pound. I work with the dog warden every day. It's not fair to them either. They need a better place for these dogs. The dogs need a better place. And something's gotta be done. It's gotta be done soon. I know funds are tight, but come out and see what we've done out there. You know, we sit on 20 acres. You know, we have 10,400 square foot complex. You know, we have 9 play yards. I mean, we're really ingrained in the community, and we want to continue to help. And I appreciate the ARPA funds that I got from the commissioners for the first building to help with some of that. That was greatly appreciated. And I want to support you moving forward. I've offered to help fundraise, you know, to get your new building started. I believe that wherever you build it, once you get it started and you put it out there, the people are going to want to support it. Do I think $4 million, whatever it is realistic? I don't know, it seems like an awful lot, but, you know, we build on different scales. The way we build our shelters with donated items and, you know, contractors giving us free services. And I understand counties can't do that, but I am willing to help you. And I'm going to continue to help you regardless, but I'm just asking for you to come out, take some time and see what we have to go through every day to take care of all of these dogs. And it's not getting any better. In July, we took in 120 dogs. I think we're at 70 dogs now in August. And it's not just Warren City. This is all over Trumbull County. And I don't know what the county would do if the Healthy Hearts and Paws Project was not assisting with this free service. And I don't mind that it's free because we like volunteering, we like helping these dogs, but we need some support. We need some clarification. You know, is this even realistic that you're going to get this pound started anytime soon? Regardless, on Friday, I'm moving forward with another shelter because I don't even think when that pound's done with 57 kennels, that that's enough. I don't think people understand how bad it is in this county. You know, when we're getting 20, 30 calls a day with people wanting to surrender their dogs, and then we have to tell them no because we have no room. And then an hour later, we're on the street picking them up because they just let them go because they have nowhere for these animals to go. So I think that it would be in the best interest of you and the county come out. I'd love to sit and talk with you, show you what we do out there, the volume of dogs that we, and it's not just intaking these dogs. We house these dogs, we vet these dogs, we walk these dogs, we adopt these dogs out, and we need support. So I appreciate everything all three of you are doing for Trumbull County. And as I said, I know funds are tight, but I'm trying to give you an out. I'm trying to give you a way to help lessen the burden and create a better place for these animals until they can find homes.
Well, first, Mr. Cook, I want to thank you for what it is that you do. We have taken several emails, and I have responded, and I will come out, and I'm sure that the commissioners will come to look at the facility. We do have a problem. We have a major problem here. Without you being available, we would have even a more major problem. I have worked personally with Michelle Goss over, even before becoming a commissioner. I was with Michelle, visited the pound. The conditions there are deplorable. They should not be in that position. With that being said, and we had visited AWL, we were looked at some opportunities there. That had failed, evidently due to an MOU. There was some room, space in the back. Michelle and I had met there on 2 occasions. And then we found out that there was a MOU that was written up years ago that there's something that the county cannot participate with AWL in that back of that facility. As you know, and I believe you know, we have been donated land. The county did spend a great portion of money on architecture fees. Prior to Commissioner Bernard and I being here, that was already established and done. My understanding is that Commissioner Cantala Mesa was kind of spearheading the effort with the pound, and it kind of came over to me, which is the reason why I've been trying to work with Michelle. But you are right, the funds are very tight. However, that's not an excuse. We do need to move forward, and we need to get this pound built. Currently, we are in the process of, and the commissioners might be able to, amplify this a little more about the grant that, our grant writing team is looking into at this point. I do believe and I do trust that once the shovel is in the ground, these people are going to start coming forward. The pound, they have a 501c3, or I think there's a way that, certain dollars can be delegated towards the effort. And I know there's some big players and a lot of money that could come to the table. I 100%, and I know these commissioners, both Commissioner Malloy and Bernard, want to see a new dog pound. Absolutely. And it's taken too long. We have the plans, we have the drawings. It's time to move. And, I don't know where this grant's going to go or if it's going to come or not. Irregardless of whether it does, we do as commissioners need to make a move. I don't even know how to express it any further. These animals don't deserve this kind of, what you do is unbelievably wonderful for this county. And I know you hear that a lot, but on behalf of the commissioners, we know what you do. And I, for one, will definitely, and I know that they're going to speak on their behalf to, second the fact that we need to move forward. We need to get something done. Commissioners, that's,
Well, I think there's two parts to this. I agree with you 100%. I have been out there, of course, with you, Jay, and the work you do in your volunteers is thankless. They do a great job. With that being said, this is something we had priorities. Commissioner Cantala said did spirit. He had a lot of meetings back and forth. We looked at many locations and finally honed in on location, then honed in on some of the funding for the architecture. What I would like to see happen, and I've had some meetings last week myself with not only people from the public and conversations on the phone and in person, but with some banking institutions and some people that want to donate, that want to help out on the private sector. I would like for us to form a task force today, start initiating it, where we have the banking institutions that want to help lead in as far as raising funds for a private public entity for a dog pound. The volunteers, including you, Mr. Cook, to serve on the task force to move this thing along the next step. Work with the Friends of the Dog Pound, the individuals that have stepped up, that have called and reached out and said, hey, let's get this thing going. They can handle the donations on the private side and bringing those dollars to the table to make it actually happen right now. And then we move this thing along week to week with weekly meetings with this task force. So to get to the point where we can get the shovel in the ground, like you said, when that happens, I think it will snowball from there. I also think part of the problem that is not our issue, not Jason's issue really, is Warren City did eliminate their dog pound position, and they pay you, from what I understand, peanuts to basically do what they did with the staff at one time. And I know you said you're doing 100 dogs a month. I mean, realistically, how many of those dogs are coming out of city limits?
70%.
70% are coming out of the city of Warren. They used to handle their dogs, and now Jason's handling it, and the county is handling the burden because the city of Warren doesn't have a dog warden anymore. They've farmed the services out to him for, I believe, like $1,500 a month or something.
It's $30,000 a year, $2,500 a
A
month.
lot less than what they were paying for the price of one employee. And they had their own facility, they had their own employees.
Just to say one thing, prior to me becoming the animal control, their previous dog wardens, when they picked up dogs, they went to the Trumbull Pound. The only difference is, and no offense to them, I'm more active.
I understand.
But-
What I'm getting at is, they had that service. They put it onto you as well, on top of all the volunteering that you do for the rest of the county. And that is creating a huge burden. So this isn't just a Trumbull County problem. This is a township, a city, and a county problem. And as I said before, people need to adopt dogs. They need to love dogs. They need to stop dumping dogs. We need to change the culture. We need to flip the script on the dog issue. Why is he chasing 100 dogs a month? Why are people just releasing their dogs? Irresponsible owners that are causing this problem. This is something that I think is hitting a magnitude that we've never dealt with before, with the sheer numbers of it, and it's something that's got to change. We could build bigger and bigger and bigger, and you keep adding on and adding on and adding on, but if we don't stop the problem, ultimately everyone would run out of money for something like this. So this is something where I think a task force can get involved with that too, with maybe some community education, maybe talking to some of the people that are letting their dogs breed, not spaying and spaying and neutering their animals, to get something done. But it's got to be a whole collaborative effort. So I guess what I would ask now at this point, hearing this and what I've dealt with the last week, is approval from commissioners to form a task force today. Jason, if you want to chair or co-chair with it, I'd love that service.
Okay.
And I have another gentleman out of Cortland that is an active volunteer on the dog pound. He has volunteered to help lead this thing also. And then let's look over the next week and let volunteers come to us, come to Jason if they if they want to serve on that. Not just your average volunteer, business-minded task force type people that can make this thing happen. And then we will work along hand in hand with them. The other thing that I wanted to bring up too, yeah, we talk about costs with this thing. I went to an event with the sheriff as you both did also, and I heard him say some things the other night that really struck a chord with me. We started out this year thinking we're going to be a no budget crunch, and a lot of that was based on the figures we got from the budget commission and the auditor. We've made more every month off sales tax than we anticipated, or at least than was told to us. About $500,000 a month almost in last month. So we have had the money to fulfill the departments. Kind of in a sense, that budget scare, which really wasn't when we look at it now, caused every department to cut back, be more efficient. Even the sheriff, he came up with the school resource officers that we did today and figured out a way to work within his budget and make it fit for everybody. So I think everybody got more responsible financially. When I was at the county commissioner meetings the last couple of days, Lake County is building a new safety building up there, $260 million. The commissioners are building. Mahoning County is voting on building their own facility and for a couple of their offices. It's at the cost of $60 million. We're sitting up here as three commissioners trying to figure out how we come up with $2 to $3 million to build a dog pound. This is not a unique problem. People all over the state are doing it. If we've got to get bonds, if we have to take a loan out as a county, we've got the collateral to back it up. We need to act on it. And I appreciate we're looking for grants. We are waiting the process out, but I think, as you said, now it's time. And I think it's time with 911. It's time to do stuff with the corner. It's time to do stuff with the dog pound, and finally get this stuff done now, and not be so afraid of debt as every county goes through. If Lake County's not afraid of 260 million in debt, we shouldn't fear a couple of million here. That's my 2 cents worth.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Bernard, I'm sure you have comments.
First of all, Jason, I also would like to thank you for what you do for the animals of our county. The dog pound has been a problem for 50 years. And no one has addressed it, okay? Hopefully we can address it, but I think we need a plan to address it. I don't want to go out and start something unless we know our direction. Presently, we have two design architect drawings that the county paid for or donations paid for. We need to know what directions that we want to go. Hopefully, this task force will help us do that, okay? And also, I think we need to sit down with the city of Warren and see, how they can help, in securing some funds. I think it's a good idea that we go through our grant writers to see if we can get some state and federal dollars in here, because quite frankly, I don't think we have $2.5 million for a dog pound. All right. And we're not sure even where we want to put it. So all these questions need to be answered. Do we all want to correct the problem? Absolutely. But we need to sit down and have a plan and do it the right way. Okay. And let's not make it political. Let's do what's best for the animals and for the people of Trumbull County. And I agree with you. Once we start a project, we can get private funds, because I talk to people every day. All right. Everybody loves their animals. All right. I have two. Everybody in this room probably has animals. All right. We just need to figure out a plan, and let's start a direction and correct the problem.
I appreciate that, and I truly believe that wherever you build this pound and however you build it, it's going to make a huge difference. I think the adoptions are going to go up. I think they're going to be able to better manage the dogs that they currently intake. It's going to be better all around, and I think it's going to probably save you money in the long run. And another thing that I see in the city that I don't know how to address is so many people aren't licensing their dogs. I don't know what that money, when somebody licenses a dog, where that money goes or where it's used to or where it's used for, but there are a lot of people that are either ignorant of the fact that they're supposed to have a Trumbull County dog license, or they just don't want to. And I think some material put out to the public reminding them of why they need to license their dog better enforcement, making these people get licensed, bring you in some extra money. I think you're leaving a lot of money on the table out there. People just aren't licensing their dogs. And I see it every single day. Do you have a license? Do you have a license? I can't enforce license laws. So the best I can do is I say, you know what? I'm going to notify the Trumbull County Dog Warden. You need to go get your dog license. But, you know, I know it's $20 a dog, whatever it is, but there are a lot of people out there that have dogs that aren't licensing their dogs. So
That's
maybe
probably true.
that's the way to look.
Yeah. And if I could say one other thing, you know, we need input from people like yourself that you guys know what's needed and we don't. I mean, we know a little bit, but you work on it every day. You know, you deal with the animals every day. You know what should be done and how we build a building. I mean, we do. We have an architect drawing in there and maybe it's too elaborate. I don't really know. You know, that's where we need your advice and from your panel, your committee that we're going to name. And I would say one other thing, Commissioner Malloy, maybe we should reach out to the community and get some names of people that would like to serve on this board and, you know, decide how many members that we want to appoint and go from there with it. But
I agree. That's kind of what I recommended. I have, you know, we know, of course, we want Jason involved. I had a gentleman from Cortland that, like I said, longtime dog um, volunteer there, and there are some people in some of the other organizations that will do this, and we'll pick who the task force people are.
we
We'll
just
meet
need to
with them.
decide how many numbers, you know, how many people we want. And how about if we, you know, we can vote to name this committee, but do we want to have a conversation maybe with Jason and some other people to see how many members you think
Absolutely.
we should have?
Absolutely.
So we can go into it with a little bit more knowledge.
Well, we don't have commissioner meetings next week. We've canceled those. I would be willing to come in next week and have an organizational meeting.
Okay.
If you can do it and sit and just kind of round table for information and figure out the direction of what we need. In the meantime, we can through the media and stuff, reach out to people that want to be involved, that have some business acumen to them, some people that know people with money, people that have some have been involved in leadership positions before, serve on the task force. Everybody's volunteerism is great, but we need a couple of leaders to serve on this board and then help advise us how to move forward with this thing. And I know they're out there. There's people out there that are probably just
think we
waiting
have a
for it.
problem getting people.
No, I think we're gonna have a problem of having too many,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
agree.
picking the right people to serve on the board, a steering committee of sorts to move us forward together. Because this is a public-private entity we're gonna have to do with this.
And we'll also have our consultants here too.
Sure.
I just wanted to add one final thing that I think would help. You know, we talked about that, you know, if you build a building that holds 100 dogs, it's going to fill up with 100 dogs. The root of the problem is that too many dogs are being brought into this world where there's no room for them.
That's right.
And it needs to be spay neuter. I think that's good, but there should be some incentive. I believe there's a statute in Ohio that allows a county to have a lesser license fee for people that choose to spay and neuter their dog and a higher license fee for those who do not. And I think we should reward the people that take the initiative to spay and neuter their dogs and penalize those who choose not to, because it's a huge contributing factor. I mean, there's no denying that all the dogs that are being born in backyards, they inevitably end up in my shelter or your pound. And so I think giving some people some incentive to fix their animals would go a long way. It's not going to fix the problem today, but maybe 5-10 years down the road, it'll be making a difference. So,
Yeah,
but
and those are the
lots of
kind of
ideas to
things,
try to help.
those are the
And
kind of
that's just
things,
part
that-
of education also.
kind of things that the steering committee can, you know, what Jason, you
Well-
can add, and the input that needs to be, you know, the input that we need to have, that type of input on a, you know, in a committee. And I would like to, you know, commissioners, you do recall, you know, the architectural fees, you know, the county did come up with over 250,000, maybe closer to $260,000 for that. And also the property that was donated from AWL, there had been sewer studies, there had been water studies on that property. And I believe that it does make sense next to AWL, where they do have a facility that caters to those kinds of things you're talking. They have medication, they have, they provide medication. There's services that they offer there, which would make sense to have the pound right next door if they can utilize those services too. So, but these are all things that I'm 100% for, a committee to be formed and, do the same.
What I'd ask right now then is let's set a meeting for next Wednesday at 11 a.m. I know this room will be open because we keep it open for our commissioners' meetings. Next Wednesday at 11 a.m. that we have our first roundtable discussion to form the task force and get a couple of leaders here if that's available for you, Jason.
It is.
At that time, I'll reach out to the ones that have reached out to me already. We'll ask the community leaders to reach out to us over the next week. And if they could be here, we'll have our first meeting at 11 a.m. Then we'll also have an evening meeting sometime for the people that work during the day that can't make it during that meeting. And let's try to get the starts of this task force or steering committee put together.
Well, Commissioner, I think one thing is this is a step forward, which has never been taken before. So that shows where this board's at.
Okay.
So
Gives us hope. For the first time in years, I'm going to walk out of this room with optimism that, something's going to be done, and, I'm going to be fully supportive of it.
Okay, Wednesday, 11 a.m. People in the community, if you want to help out on this, reach out to the commissioner's office, myself, Mr. Hernandez, Mr. Bernard, or Mr. Cook at this point. And I know of a couple people that I know will be there already. But we're looking for leadership minds that want to be a part of this thing that can be an asset to maybe moving this thing forward.
Dog, say thank you.
or anybody from the community that wants to be involved, just show up, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And thank you again, Jason.
Thanks for
what you do,
sparking this,
and
Jason.
for your patience. And Michelle Goss and everybody out at the pound. I mean, they need to be thanked for the conditions that they're, what they continually have to put up with. And we're definitely gonna make a change here soon. Okay, so we're still under public comment. If at this time you'd like to come to the podium, please give your name. Trustee Anderson? No. Okay. Anybody? Okay, Commissioner, do you want to make a motion?
Well,
Okay.
Faye Smith, resident of Leavittsburg. I live very close to the river. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I witnessed a group of 4 men going down to the river. I thought they were fishing or something. I couldn't catch them. I did talk to them when I came home from shopping. I believe it was Sunday, maybe it was Monday. They're in the river. I learned the first gentleman who seemed to be in charge of this group said that they were working for Leavittsburg officials. I warned them of the dangers of the river as we know it from published reports from the Army Corps of Engineers, Ohio EPA, of the PCBs and so forth that are in the river. Eventually, the fellow who appeared to be leading this biosurvey group is the name of the woman-owned company, a private company. He did say that they were subcontracted to work for the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, not Leavittsburg officials. This prompted me to renew my request from you all to please help us residents of Leavittsburg, Warren Township, to reach out, as I believe you did say one of you was going to Ohio EPA, to request water, sediment, air testing. We continue as a small group of people to try to get this testing. As far as I'm aware, the closest of all those individuals, all the way from the administrator of the United States EPA down to the Trumbull County Health, Combined Health Group, I'm not saying their title properly, only that group wrote or contacted one of our trustees, not all 3 trustees as requested. So I have, as ad hoc secretary for the Warren Township trustees, their email addresses. I'd like to please give it to you all to ensure if you can reach out and help us get some testing. The river is being dredged. It's being disturbed. As being down from the river, I did notice a difference in my water from my well. I'm taking it to be tested, and we would like authoritative testing from the state. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Smith. Um, Commissioner,
Yeah, we are still waiting, just to let you know, we're still waiting to figure a date out with Mr. Logan, Mr. Johnson from EPA for us to have a meeting. So hopefully we'll get more news on that before the end of the week.
okay, Commissioner Bernard, you had.
Yes, before we go into executive session, I asked our maintenance, Daryl and Harlan to come to our meeting. We received a flag from Congressman Joyce's office that's been flown over the U.S. Capitol. We're in need of a new flag over our courthouse. So at this time, I'd like to present the flag to our maintenance supervisors, and they're going to put it up at our courthouse. And we have a certificate that it was flown over the U.S. Capitol. So just like to thank Congressman Joyce and his office for supplying us with the flag.
Yes, and I'd also like to thank Representative Arian for delivering it today. Arian is the congressman's representative here. Daryl? One other thing before executive session, commissioners. Commissioner Bernard and I today did visit early this morning the Girard Multi-Generational Center. We were asked to visit there, and it was quite the a lot of participation there, a lot of smiling faces. And Commissioner, I think you and I we enjoyed having an opportunity to visit, and it just shows that. And if I had to put a number on it, I think that there were probably maybe what, Commissioners, 50 to 60 people there, and they were there eating breakfast, and it goes to show that these centers mean a lot to the seniors, and that we need to continually provide these types of services for our seniors at these types of centers where they can go visit and they can participate, play games, and whether it's bingo or getting a meal or what have you. We need to participate and continue to fund these types of centers for our seniors. So, Commissioner, you may have something to add to that.
It was very rewarding being there this morning. In fact, this is the second time that I've been to that site along with Commissioner Hernandez, and they were really thankful that we continue to fund these senior citizen centers. And all you have to do is go there and you see their interaction and see the smiling on their faces. And, that's dollars, Trumbull County taxpayers' dollars that is well spent. And, every time Commissioner Hernandez and I walk out of there, we have a smile on our face, and we're just thankful that, we can help them. And, I have a saying that whatever we do for the senior citizens of our county, it's never enough. We just need to do more and more and more. And hopefully this board will be able to do more for the seniors of our county.
Thank you, Commissioner.
We're having our fourth installment also of our economic development bus tours. We did the northwest part of the county, northeast part of the county. Last time we did the eastern part of the county, the next one is Thursday, September 18th. We're taking reservations now. We're going to be touring Trumbull Industries, 100-year strong tradition of manufacturing here in Trumbull County. The Golden Triangle will be with Mr. Keys. He's giving us a tour of all the businesses in the Golden Triangle. Gasser Chair in Liberty and Hubbard Township, which makes tens of thousands of chairs that they distribute worldwide. And Phantom Fireworks, we just added to that day also. We're also looking to potentially meet at 717 and look at some of the economics of the banking industry here in the area. But if anyone, department heads, We've had people from the congressman's office and secretary of state and different economic entities, Port Authority, Chamber of Commerce. Make your reservations now through our tourism bureau. That's Thursday, September 18th from 8:30 in the morning till 4:30. And you get a chance to see these businesses up close and personal and how they contribute to the economy of our county. This is going to be a good one. There's some big hitters on this thing that really contribute to our area and are overlooked sometimes as being a player here in the valley.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner.
Okay, and with
Um,
that, I guess I can make a motion that we enter an executive session pursuant to ORC 12122 G1 to consider the discipline of one sanitary engineer, public employee.
Second motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes. You're welcome to stay. If not, have a great day, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Jeez. We have KBN here, even FMJ left.
there.
Oh, boy, the family's here. Commissioner?
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to reconvene from executive session pursuant to ORC 12122G1 to consider the discipline of one sanitary engineer public employee.
Second the motion?
Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like a motion to approve the personnel action for 5 working day unpaid suspension and enter into a last chance agreement with an employee of the Trumbull County Sanitary Engineers Department. The employee violated the Trumbull County Policy and Procedure Manual. Employee suspension will be served in September 2025
Second the
on the
motion?
action of, or recommendation of sanitary engineer.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes. Okay, that concludes our meeting. We would need a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
See
Okay,
everybody on Friday.
Friday.